Okay, 1557, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. I'll try Sicilian for this one. Opponent, oh, only 50 games. Wait, so it's a year-old account, but there's practically no games on it. Okay, let's play knight up. I'll take if pushes there. Goes c3. Okay, let's go g6. Okay, so attacks a pawn. Oh, what? I wonder if he just moved too quickly and not seen that, but the way he's played here could be actually deliberate. So take, queen takes, knight up, down, knight across, down. Actually, is this deliberate? Well, I guess I can go here. Yeah, is this some sort of weird nonsense? What is this? I'm going to go here and see what he does. Pawn down across and at least we hit the bishop. Yeah, is he going to push again? Okay, this could be a little bit dicey. This could be an engine I'm playing here. Okay, let's castle. I hope I'm wrong, but the way he's... It's like he's deliberately gone wrong there in a way that might actually work. So this could be a little bit of an engine that I'm playing in this game. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? It looks like I'm playing an engine here. I'll review it more carefully, of course, after the game. I could be wrong, but that's... very, very unusual. I'll check the account carefully after the game, and I always do that off the camera. It doesn't matter what I say on camera. If I'm ever suspicious of an account, I always check it carefully off camera, not properly on camera. So I'm looking at knight across here just to hit the bishop. So he doesn't castle there either. So he's hit the pawn. So knight over, knight takes. Okay. Let's just guard that pawn for a move while we try and figure out a plan. The knight over. Actually, let's bring the rook across first and guard the bishop and just prepare knight forward in a few moves' time. I'm looking at knight across and I want to make sure I've got a path to get the knight back if I get stuck there. Like, say, a bishop back, knight round the angles or something. Maybe e5 might be a move here, but it really weakens f6. Okay. So knight up, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, bishop up, you take, and there's no trick. I don't think. Knight up, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes. Oh, I'd have to do bishop up first one. Yeah, I don't think there's a trick there. Let's just come across and hit the bishop then. Then maybe this bishop up somewhere to come back, or where the knight is. So he's found that move, but I can block, right? Okay, that feels like a mistake because I hit the bishop as well now. He's got pawn down if he sees it though, which he should do, I guess. It could just be that my opponent went wrong in the opening. It turned out not to be an actual mistake. Let's get rid of the bishop. It could be just a bit of good luck like that. Okay, let's pin this knight. Threatening knight forward. Okay, so now we've got knight forward. So we're going to get the pawn structure messed up. It could just be that he went wrong playing too quickly. And he just got a bit lucky that he was able to find the moves. So does it matter which I give up here? I'm going to give up the bishop so that we have a knight versus a knight. And now maybe just queen up to hit the pawn. Is there any tricks? I don't see it. So let's play queen up and just hit the pawn. And maybe queen in to hit this pawn. Assuming he guards it. Got to be a little bit careful here, but let's just see. Okay. So I'm going to throw a check in just to pressure the pawn. Again, if you guard it, I want to activate this rook, but how do I do it? I don't quite see that. Knight round to come here could be a move, actually, yeah. This check is covered. I'm threatening check here. The king has to move, and at least we can win a pawn. Okay, so he's played knight back, so we've got check here, and we can definitely win one pawn. Check here isn't anything, takes here isn't anything, so let's just quickly throw the check in. So queen takes, knight takes with a check, king across, knight back. You can't really guard the pawn, that looks clinical to me. He doesn't have to trade here, but it's good for us if he does. He has. So knight back, it looks like we should win another pawn. We've got rook takes as well. Is that a little bit more risky if I go rook takes? Because then if my rook gets deflected, my knight hangs. So I'm just looking at knight back to double attack the pawn. If you push, we can take. You can't guard it with a knight. If you guard with a rook, we can take anywhere. If you push forward here, we can take and we still guard. The rook takes is probably a bit more forcing. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go with the rook. But now my knight's potentially hanging if my rook gets deflected. So I'll have to look to move back next move. Maybe e5 and then knight to d4. Yeah, he has found that. So let's play e5. If rook up, I'm quite happy to trade. As long as my knight's got a square somewhere. Obviously, so you can come here. We do have a check, but we'll probably just trade. He's come forward. Okay. So I can take another pawn here. Knight back. Let's just take the pawn. Maybe king up. Okay. Let's get the knight out the way now then. I mean, I've got a check here, but I don't think it does a lot. So let's just hit the knight. So rook across should be clean here, should be. Okay, so let's just come across and get the pawn. Doesn't matter if we lose one of these. So I could go here, rook across, then it's an outside pawn. Or here, takes, up, behind, up. I think I actually just push this pawn here, I think. Oh, he's offering a draw now. Shouldn't really do that. Okay, so I'm looking at pawn up here. If you come behind, I simply blockade. Take, take. But the king's actually in time, but you can't stop everything. It's protected, isn't it? But I don't want to mess up. Here, here, here. Yeah, actually, no. Doing that, you're in time. Let's just push this pawn then. And now I can start pushing these. Okay, that lets my king up. And I'm just going to march these pawns forward. Yeah, it looks like in the opening, he went wrong moving too quickly. And he just happened to find the right moves to try and fix it, basically. That looks like what it was. It just looked like it could have been some weird opening prep or something. Now he's got to be careful about letting my rook behind, but now I can just push this one and this one. Can't stop them both. So we get a little bit of luck with that one. Let's see what it was in engine speak. Okay, so we've got 40 moves there. So they're the move times for both players. So let's just see what it was in engine language. You can see we've played the Sicilian defense, Old Sicilian for this one. I'm trying to mix the moves, the opening moves up a little bit much instead of just playing the Caro every single game. But I'm much more likely to go wrong in these openings, I suppose. So what have we done? Yeah, 93% versus 88% accuracy, 39 and 60 CPL, just the one blunder. So let's see where that was. It's probably early on. This is where the blunder is here. So let's go back to the start. And it was indeed bishop e2. So did we play this okay? Yeah, he just made a move in on the same second, didn't he? So I don't know if it was an actual pre-move or a split second, but the time was the same there. So yeah, it was a mistake to take the rook. It was a mistake. It's not a blunder, but it's a mistake. I should have played b6 here. Which is why when you see that, you think, oh, it looks like some sort of weird prep. Because then suddenly I'm getting into a little bit of danger this side. Yeah, he's pushed the pawn on first. Apparently bishop in immediately was the better move. But he's found the principal idea. And here I should have played f6 instead of castling. I'm still +2 better though, and we get better and better as the game goes on. Not perfect, you can see lots of little ups and downs on the graph. Put bishop in, so we had to play f6, but we're still +2 better. And now we've got a decent position. So queen a2 is a mistake. It is a check, but it's a mistake because we can block. We find c4. So it wasn't perfect to take, but it's not flagged up anything else, but we've still lost some eval there. And here we've been able to break the structure. But again, you can take either way here. You could take, and grab a pawn, but I thought I'll get rid of the bishop and then we've got a knight left each. Just in case there turns out to be an endgame imbalance, bishop versus knight and so on. And here I've seen an opportunity to win a pawn, trade the queen, and then it should be relatively comfortable here. Oh, he's hung his rook. I didn't even see it. I wasn't paying attention. He's just cleanly hung the rook there. But why has that not been flagged as a blunder? It must be because I'm so far up on the eval that it's not blundered, but that's a blunder. How can that not be a blunder? And how can it not be a blunder? Not taking back. I wasn't paying attention. I've just played e5. Not paying attention, the rook was hanging. So that should be a blunder from both of us. And it isn't. It's just flagged it down as a mistake. It must be purely because of the eval is so far ahead that it doesn't make a real difference. But it was a relatively comfortable conversion here. We just march the pawns down. We build a nice connect 5 here. A nice connect 5 chain. And obviously you can't end up stopping everything. If you come back, we can just march this one. If you take here, we can just play rook up or just queen. So everything wins there. So it is what it is. But you can see the figures can be a bit misleading there. No idea how that and that are not flagged as blunders. There should be. There should be. So the eval figures are a little bit misleading there.